everyone. Another episode of Motherhood Unscripted, where we get to share our motherhood experience and also to educate one another on what really goes on when a woman becomes a mother. So tune in and listen to this conversation. Welcome. Today, we are going to be talking about a journey of self-discovery, and I am joined with a wonderful guest who has been here before, and she has so much wisdom, I can say, to share with you, and also experience, because she's also a mom just like me. So welcome.
Thank you so much again for inviting me, and I hope to come often and more as we share with our new moms and moms to be and people who are continuing to be moms, and for those who have just decided to be childless as a choice. Thank you.
All right, welcome, Mama Zuri. So today, Mama Zuri, we are discussing about a journey of self-discovery, and I feel like this topic is really important for us to discuss and share our experiences, because so many moms are going through it and they do not have the words. I usually say, or I have learned somewhere from back then, that words create worlds. So if you have the words to describe your experience as a mother, you are able to change your world.
My world, yeah.
Yes. So this is about a self-discovery, and maybe I can start off by sharing my own self-discovery and how I even came to this. The journey of self-discovery varies from woman to woman, and I believe that once we become a mother, we go through a huge transition that brings out the things that have not been maybe you have been ignoring for a while, maybe your emotions, for example, maybe some of the things that you have been bottling up, your relationships. Becoming a mother really changes what you thought the world was before, and it brings out new experiences, new emotions, it helps you even build relationships. So my own personal journey has really helped mold me for who I am, for the better, and that is why I even created this space for mothers to be able to share their stories. So my journey of self-discovery began when I had my second born, and I started asking myself, who am I? Because I was buried into the diapers, I was buried into the sleepless nights, the tantrums, and you know the weight of motherhood, and I struggled to find myself, because I thought at that time, was this my life? Because I could only see myself as a mother and not. I struggled because
You saw yourself as a struggling
mother.
mother.
A struggling mother, yes, thank you. Because, prior to that, I used to be a career lady. I used to be so outgoing. You're all over the place, attending events here and there. And now you're at home.
Shifting.
Yeah, it was a shift for me. And I struggled with my identity. And I asked myself, who am I? I felt like I don't have my goals anymore. I couldn't see myself past my children or my life, and
you were centered with in your children's
my children's life, and I felt someone somewhere must be going through the same thing. I did not know what it was, but I remember just one day looking at myself in the mirror and say, there has to be something outside of myself, rather than just have that one identity, because most of us, I didn't want people, and I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but I didn't want people to see me just as a mom, because even prior to becoming a mother, I was someone who was a career-oriented lady, very outgoing, and now I struggle with my identity at that time.
Was it like you don't want to see yourself as only a mom, or was it because you don't want people to see you as only a mom?
I did not want.
Was it an image that you wanted people to see, or it's an image that you yourself you want to see?
Okay. I wanted to see it for myself because I knew I wanted to be me again. I wanted to be Gladys again. But then at that time, I did not have the words to explain, okay, I just was a struggling mom, the way you have put it. I was a struggling mom.
Yeah.
And when I looked at myself in the mirror, I could see that I'm going through something, but I did not have that word to say, this is what...
You don't know how
Yes.
to put it in
Yes,
words.
I didn't know how to put. So that is when I dug into the research and began looking on social media. Surely there has to be a mom.
And it's everywhere.
And I'm sure it is. There has to be a mom who is going through the same, rather than, those Instagram perfect mothers. There has to be other group of moms.
The struggle behind the scenes.
Yes, because mostly when you look even on social media, you won't see what you want. You will see happy wife, happy life, good kids, clean house, going to the gym, going back to the gym, you're getting your hair done, your nails are okay. And I used to ask myself,
perfect life.
how, yes, it looked so perfect, right? But that is now where I started my journey of self-discovery, of really digging deep and see, I'm sure there are some groups of moms who are talking about the real thing. They're talking about their real emotions.
The raw truth.
Yes, the raw truth of motherhood. So I started on social media. That is how my journey began. I started on social media. I dove deep into looking for mom pages and mom groups on Instagram. I used Instagram. I used to be such a frequent of Instagram at that time. And one day I came upon a page that it was written on the bio on Instagram. It was written Mom Coach. And
I've heard about it.
Yes, you have heard about that? Yes, so I saw this lady. Her name is Jean. We have been friends for a long, long time. She had written Mom Coach. And I reached out to her DM and poured my heart out. And I just remember pouring my emotions and say, I'm going
through this and that.
Is it me? Is it me that I'm going through it? Am I the only one? Am I going crazy? Are my kids the one who are not behaved? I had so many questions at that time. I just remember pouring my heart out to her and just really her holding me and really guiding me in the right direction. Whatever, validating, because I feel as moms, we lack validation. We go through so... I think I didn't have someone to validate my feelings, to validate what I was going through, because once again, what I've come to learn is the transition from woman to mother, it has a word. Just like the way we transition from being a child into adulthood, it's called teenagehood, it has a word. Something so profound as being a mother.
Motherhood.
It is a transition. It is a motherhood. And also some scholars call it matrescence. And it is no coincidence that matrescence like adolescence, because adolescence is the transition from being a child to adult,
teenager.
Adolescence, matrescence. So there is a
correlation.
Yes, a correlation between the two. And not many people understand about matrescence because it is not often talked about. It is not something that people understand. It is really hidden under. But for adolescents, many people understand it. It's even learned. There are even books talking about adolescents to understand what is it. And even if a teenager is going through a phase, people will understand, that one is teenagehood. That
Because
one,
it's something that both genders go
yes,
through.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But because motherhood affects women, it's not always talked about because it is us who experience it.
Yeah.
So that transition is really, really important for us to understand. And that is how now back to my self-discovery journey. When
Yeah.
I was talking about Jean really helped to guide me through that time. My son, I think, was under 1 year old at that time, just like your daughter now,
Yeah.
just months old, is when I was going through that profound experience. And having that someone to guide me really helped me along the way for even me now, 6 years later, to be in this space of mom. So I don't know if you have experienced such a similar transition of self-discovery. Maybe you can share a little bit as we continue.
My self-discovery journey, I can't say that I've concentrated so much in it, but I have learned from myself to let go of the things that I can't control. The things that I can't control are like, my baby is getting sick.
Yes.
I'm sick.
Yes.
Who's gonna take care of both of us while we are sick? And I am a mom. So I wear that coat of being a mom. I'm not a lady anymore that I can say, oh, mommy, or tell my mom, oh, your baby is sick. Can you come and take care of her? I have to wear that coat of being a mom and be the doctor, be the nurse, medicate that baby when necessary. It has been a journey and it's still a journey, though I haven't been able to say that I'm recording the progress. Though I can see the progress, as we spoke earlier in the early podcasts, I told you that being self-aware is the first trademark you put in your life and in the life of your kids. Being able to separate the past and the current situation. Sometimes we compare, and for this self journey that we take, you have to travel.
Yes.
So while traveling, you have to take a means of transport. What's my means of transport currently? It's, I told you, the love and the kindness.
Yes.
Loving myself more. Accepting that now I am a mom.
Yes.
I have to be there for my kids.
Yes.
Whether my mom was there for me or not, whether my dad was there for me or not, I want to prove that I am a mother figure. I'm not trying to be a father figure to anyone because I'm feminine.
Yes.
Let my partner do the masculinity part. Yeah, so I am wearing a shoe that can fit me perfectly. And in this case, this journey is a very wide topic to talk about. And I hope that with progress and with the podcast, I can be able to share the journey. So far, the thing that is helping me travel from being a lady to being a mom, and for me to be self-aware and separate the things that make me feel like now I am a mom. I am wearing a mommy shoe, and now I am just Cindy. I want to be me.
Yes.
I book dates. I go for events. Sijikazi.
Yes.
If I have that money, I call a babysitter. I don't, even if I don't have a nanny, I'll call a babysitter. And I'm like, tomorrow I must go out.
Yes.
And I go. And procrastination has left. I can say I still procrastinate, yes. But through this journey, I have been able to reduce the level of procrastination that I have. And I go to that branch. I eat that meal that I really want to eat. I even take a day off and say, today I want to prepare such a meal.
Yes.
I make myself happy. And food is something that makes people really happy. So I go to that Pinterest page, I see this kind of food, I save that money, and najiambia next weekend I'm treating myself to this and that. Can I cook this? No. Do I know how to cook it? No. Will I enjoy cooking it? Definitely yes. So what do? Go on YouTube 30 minutes a day, watch whatever I need to cook, learn A, B, C, and D. By the time Saturday is there, I'm able to do what? To treat myself to whatever I wanted to do. So procrastination at this level and making myself happy has been reduced. I cook and then I share the meal with my family. Hapo naona nimejifurahisha na nimefurahisha familia. And then experimenting the things that I feared will not work out for me. And then they come out that I can do them perfectly. So when it comes to making myself a priority, I believe it's a journey that I have learned to do. I forget kidogo that najua mimi ni mom, but kidogo tu, baby, I'll take care of you later. There's no way you're going. I give you your time. At least let me give myself my time, because those babies would tell you, Mom, umechoka sasa, enda kidogo nje. It's for you to tell them, go play.
Yes.
You need your alone time.
Yes.
So it's for you to decide. If you don't decide for yourself, then ni wewe utaumia. I believe so. So far I feel like those are the little things I've been able to do for myself that has made me rediscover myself, to get myself from the depressions that I used to feel. Making time for yourself and discovering yourself. And then something else I came to notice, that doing those little things that makes you happy, prioritize them. Ambia, even someone is trying to make some plans for you, mwambie, no, on Saturday I have this and that. You don't have to be specific. You don't have to over-explain yourself to someone. Yeah, so when they come and try to interfere with your schedule, sema tu no, it's a me time. And then I believe in, okay, me and my brothers tell ourselves that kuambia mwili pole. So like, hata kama ni 200, hiyo kuambia mwili pole, labda ni kwenda hapo nje ujinunulie miwa ya 20. You work within your budget. This is what I can manage. My friend has an iPhone, so what?
Yes.
And then there's this pressure of, watu type C wako wapi, watu type C wako wapi, watu Android wako wapi. Then you feel bad. I've experienced that. And then my friends were wondering why I don't feel shaken when they mention the brands of phone. This is my coat.
Yes.
Hii ni nguo yangu, I have cut it according to what I want to make. I can afford this. I'm comfortable with this. I'm living within my means. That is also a big step. Me, as long as you try interfering with my peace, I believe that if it interferes with the pocket that I can't make, then no, I don't need to pretend. Let's go for a brunch, 3K per person. No, I can't manage. Let's go for a brunch, 4K per person. No, I can't manage. I can manage 1,000 bob. Sasa kama wamekata, set a date to that day. They are going, woko, wewe enda kwako when you time that manage. So that's also a journey I've learned to redo. Stop people pleasing, keeping me to me, being selfless, and sometimes selfish.
Okay.
Yeah, separating being a mom and being your old self. There is no time at utarudi ukue Cindy. Some people will identify you as Mama Zuri, hujakata. And first of all, by the way, accept that you're a mom. Accept that you're a mom. And accepting that you're a mom doesn't mean that, wamama wavangi. Being a mom doesn't mean you change your wardrobe. Maybe nursing will change your wardrobe. That it's because you're nursing. But when you're out there, kuna mtu anajua unanyonyesha. It's you who is putting it in your mind. so accept, and pia useme ati huyu anavaa hivi because amekuwa mama. Doesn't make sense to some people, but to yourself, learn to accept that it's you who has become a mom. Si ati unakufa. They say, okay, sorry, I read a lot of memes. So there was a meme which came and it was like, you're pregnant, dress well, you're not crazy. And then someone answered, why don't you become pregnant and let's see how you will dress. Yeah, so put yourself in your own shoe. People will see everything and try to make you feel bad, but just accept yourself. And then your journey will be simple. I believe so.
Yeah. As you are talking, I was thinking about also the things that you're saying, you know, and it takes me back to even me when I first started, even taking care of my skin. I remember in the simplest way. Yeah. And I remember even I have that photo on my Instagram of me with Amara, cocoa butter, glycerin, just the same. I didn't have much. I had like a roll-on, I think, Rexona, just simple. Yeah. And that was, I felt so proud because at least at the end of the day, even if all I did was take a shower, use that Amara cocoa butter,
no one will know.
No one will know. Start with myself, and I started now taking back things back to myself, pouring into myself, because I realized most of us have been conditioned to be a good girl, and we have been conditioned
you're confiding yourself.
Yes, you should put others first before yourself. You should put your children first before yourself, and that is not a bad thing. What I learned even from working with other moms or even my mentors, they say it's not about me first, it's about me too. Yeah. And that is where the difference is. It's not like I'm putting myself first and now my kids come behind. I'm including myself. And now I started to see the importance of pouring into my cup. Just having that cocoa butter lotion. I started with that, and I never looked back. I liked, scents, nice scents, cocoa butter scents really calm me, and I started that. And also I started to take walks, for example, just away, me, myself, and without the kids. Yeah. Even if it was like half an hour every day. I will take a walk just in the evening, enjoy the nature, feel good, see the trees, see the sky. Yeah. And I noticed how I started to change, because when I came now back home, my cup was full, and I was able now to pour my children the best version of myself, rather than you're overwhelmed, you're overworking, you're overthinking, you're angry, and that is what you project to your children. So that journey for me started very, very simply from now me putting, also including myself, me putting myself, me pouring into my cup, me putting myself first, and understanding that even if that is not what I grew up knowing, I came to understand me as a mom, even speaking up the way you've said, putting boundaries is also something.
It's hectic.
Yeah, because people will walk over you if you don't have boundaries. And people, the way you have said, you work within what you have.
Your means.
Your means, your budget. Or even saying, no, this Saturday I cannot come to, or I cannot be this.
Yeah, I cannot do this. I'm not available.
Yes, I'm not available. And you don't have to over-explain yourself.
Yeah, it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah, because we have been conditioned as girls. We have, I think it's just something that has been passed.
Just be assertive. It's no, without explanations.
Yeah. So it's something that we have not been taught. Even you maybe you don't want to make people mad. You don't want to say no. You always agree. Some of these things we are relearning, we are rediscovering ourselves. Yeah. So that for me has been a really, really important part of how I am even today, and I'm still learning. I can't say I'm there yet, but even putting those boundaries around, not even within my friends and family. And sometimes you might not get people who will understand. They'll say you are rude, or they say unaringa.
Akona kiburi.
Yes. And some of these things we are not doing because we have kiburi. It's because
you're protecting yourself.
So even for those moms who are listening, creating those boundaries, putting yourself first, does not mean you're a bad person. Because some people usually make you feel guilty. They say, sasa, kwa nini umekata?
Manipulation.
Yes, there are people who can manipulate you easily. And for moms, I can say we're usually so vulnerable at times. We can get that vulnerability, and people can easily detect. And even especially for single moms, because even single moms, they're usually so vulnerable. So they can even meet someone who can manipulate them in a way that is not even a good way.
They fear that the society will judge them.
Yes. So that fear of being judged is what now puts us in that cage of not being able to come out there. And even speaking up, I've even learned the importance of, okay, this is not what I want, or changing your mind. It's really important, because before I became a mom, there's a way I viewed life. But now, I don't view it that way. I don't have those same beliefs that I used to. Maybe saying, just because I'm a mom, I can't be able to achieve such things. Yes, I can. We can even be able to do it.
It's a mentality that people are wearing.
Yes.
And we are supposed to live it.
Yes. Yes. We are shedding off those beliefs. We are shedding off those expectations. And that is how we are able to move forward. We are able to even teach our own children of how to stand up for themselves, how to speak up for themselves without being told, okay, you are supposed to do this just because you're a girl, especially for us who are raising girls. You have been told, you can't just raise your daughter to be always accepting of other things, people's opinions, always accepting of what other people's want.
Opinions.
And I'm not saying that they should be rude, but they should also have a voice. So motherhood has really brought all these things to the surface that were hidden, I can say. I never used to see them as important, but right now, I see now more than ever how important it is to have
achieve
certain things, and to grow, and not being just small, quiet, configured into a certain way. And so far it has really helped me, even in my career, even with the people around me, even seeing also my kids speaking up for themselves. You can see what is going on. They can be able to express themselves because they are seeing, okay, even me, I am talking about what I'm going through. I'm being confident. I'm not happy. Why I'm not happy? Because of this, this, and this. And even then they say, okay, why are you not happy? It's because someone did this to me, or rather than
facing you directly.
Yes. So that is how, for me, motherhood has really made me a better person.
Transformed you.
Yes, it has transformed my entire way of thinking. And I hope even for the listeners at home, they are going to be, they are going to see how important it is to go through their own transition, because each of us goes through a different transition.
And accepting themselves.
So moving from grass to grace, as we say, give yourself kindness, give yourself love, give yourself grace. The way you give yourself, you give others the same. You have to also give yourself the same.
But there is this mentality that has worked for me so far, and I know a lot of people will differ with me when it comes to this, but everyone listening, the moms, the dads, guardians, parents, anyone, a teenager, I don't believe in treating someone specially because of the gender. I believe the same way you've raised your girl is the same way you'll raise your boy. And there's this thing called pretty privileges. I'm so pretty, I'll get that. I'm so pretty, I'll get this. I'm a boy, I'm raised, let me be strong, let me not show my emotions. Then you're teaching the guys to be strong and you're teaching the ladies to be vulnerable. That is when it's very easy to manipulate a vulnerable person. So I think that let's raise them with this attitude of we are all equals. The only difference, let's say, between the female and the male, or feminine and masculine energy, is the fact that there is motherhood when it comes to us. Motherhood is the thing that changes a lot of women.
Yeah.
Because for you to be a mom, you have to go through menses.
Yes.
These menses are the things that interfere with our hormones. That is the body preparing us to be women.
Yes.
And let's just stop raising ladies that this I don't know how to call it. This thing that I hear the most is like, ujui kuosha vyombo, kwa bwana yako nani atakuoshea? And then you're separating your boy child from your girl child because you don't want the boy child to do dishes in the house. I've been raised with 2 boys. I'm the only lady.
Yeah.
And there was this point that my mom could tell me, let the guys do the hard work and you just do blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
But there was a point when it came and my mom was like, I'm raising these boys to be weak. Let them do the dishes. Let them cook. Because who will cook for them?
Yes.
And let me do the hustle of kitu kama hii imeharibika kwa nyumba. Do it, fix it. I was raised to do what they can do.
Okay.
Later on, when she came to realize that these boys are becoming weak, these boys don't want to do dishes. Your sister is sick today, your mom is at work, your dad is at work, there's no house help. Mkae hapo sister yenu mgonjwa akuja wapikie chakula. Do the dishes. Let the girl fix that kitu kadogo. See ati you have a boy in the house, the boy will fix it. I believe that as moms and parents, we should also put that in mind.
Yes. Wonderful. It's really important to find yourself. It's really important to find your voice. It's really important to look inwards and see what works for you, because each of us, we have shared our experience, what works for us. So, for example, if you want walking can make you feel better, do that. Find time for that. Make time, the way Cindy has said, make time for the things you love, right?
Yeah.
Make time prioritize the things that you love, and don't ever say I don't have the time. You can make that time. I know sometimes we have a lot of things to do, we juggle a lot, but even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes, find that time to be able to pour into your cup. Ask for help. Find someone you can leave your child with, even if it's 30 minutes, 1 hour. Go take a cup of coffee somewhere. It doesn't have to be expensive. Go maybe take your favorite meal, the way Cindy has said. So it's really, really important to find yourself, even in the chaos of motherhood, as we call it. And I've really enjoyed this episode. I hope you have too.
I have.
I hope you at home, you have enjoyed this wonderful episode. Please feel free to leave comments and see what works for you, and see what you have learned even from the both of us. And I hope I will get to see you on the next episode, where we'll get also to share more and more and more and more of our experiences, and also of other women's experiences of what really happens when you become a mother. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you on the next one.